Hi, this is Rabbi Daniel Rabin, Rabbi at the Northeastern Jewish Center. So one of the things that I really love about the Torah, the Jewish wisdom, being that it's wisdom given by God Himself, that the Torah can be interpreted on many different layers. Of course, we have the simplistic understanding of the actual written text, but then there's many layers, as I mentioned, which give sometimes a lot of beautiful metaphoric, psychological, and spiritual messages that we can apply in our lives. And in this week's Torah portion is no different. Our parasha Vayishlach teaches one of the most profound messages, in my opinion, and that is we learn of this, the two brothers, Jacob and Esau, Yaakov and Esav, who haven't seen each other for 20 years. Of course, we remember from a few parashas ago that Esav wanted to kill Yaakov for taking the blessing. We won't get into all those details, but let it be said that Yaakov was now going to be meeting with Esav 20 years later, and he was afraid, he was scared, he was nervous. And then just before the meeting, the night before, it says that Yaakov wrestled with an angel and he was victorious. And the next morning he then meets Esav, and it turns out that Esav came to him in peace. It was a peaceful reunion. And I think what the Torah is telling us from the metaphoric sense, and perhaps a psychological sense, is that each and every one of us might have something that we are afraid of, a fear. It might be a fear of relationships. It might be a fear that we're not engaging with our children correctly. It might be a fear at work. It might be that we're not achieving what we want to achieve, and we're scared to actually embrace it. We're scared of the results. We're scared of what will happen when the time comes. And in a sense, we are scared of the object, and that really prevents us from moving forward. But what our portion teaches us, that often the external part of the fear doesn't really exist. It's really internal. We first got to wrestle with the angel. The angel that Jacob wrestled, say some of our sages, was in fact the embodiment of an Esav, which means that he really had to deal with the fear within himself. And then when he was able to eventually see Esav, he recognized that there was no threat in the end. And so to speak, when we are perhaps afraid of something, take time to look internally and find a place where you can deal with the fear inside. And before you know it, when you actually are about to approach that obstacle, hopefully you'll see that it actually wasn't so scary in the end, and you'll be able to overcome it. Wishing you and yours a Shabbat Shalom. May we only hear good news. See you soon.